Welcome back to KIMT News 3 at 10. Let's get you a look at your weekend forecast now with Storm Alert Weather Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox. Sarah, when are we going to start to feel this warm up here?
Yeah, honestly, we could be starting to feel it right now, depending on how early you were out this morning when temperatures were, for most of us, in the single digits. Well, now we're back around the 20-degree mark, so you might feel that warm up now, but really, you'll have to wait until next week to really get that feeling. Even tomorrow, though, we've got temperatures going back into the 30s, so I consider that a pretty decent warm up. Moving outside though, right now, things in Mason City, calm, quiet, a tad bit breezy. Those winds coming on in from the south are the reason why Garner is almost at 30 degrees, but Mason City at 21. Look at that, almost 30 in Garner. And that took me a little by surprise there, especially seeing that, there's a 10-degree difference in Rochester, where we're sitting at 19. That happens though more often than not. The further to the north you go, you tend to find some cooler temperatures. But in this case, all of us just continuing to tick upward with those temps, getting back into the 20s before many of us are even awake. So that being said, I put back on those little streamers, the wind lines showing the red coming back in from the south, bringing a little moisture with them so we can see a tad bit of snow, maybe just a few flakes hitting the ground further to the north. Let's zoom things out so we can see it in all its glory. It does look pretty busy, but as you know, a lot of the lighter blue doesn't necessarily mean a lot of this is hitting the ground, but just showing that, yes, these clouds have the potential to bring a few flakes. But the biggest question is it coming our way? So let's take a peek. Futurecast showing us that throughout the evening, I know that was a little fast, kind of see that mixture of clouds, mostly cloudy skies, maybe a few breakages here or there. But as we come into early morning, we actually got a decent break in the clouds. It comes with a little bit of that precipitation, just a few flakes possible, and you see, whoop, how quickly it just moves off to the east. This is around 6 a.m. And for the most part, we're pretty good to go after that. The biggest thing to note here is as we do wake up on our Saturdays, we're heading outside, we get sunshine, but the winds will be back in from the northwest. So what does that mean? It means temperatures will peak around the 30-degree mark, but with those northwestern winds, they're going to start to slide back down through a good majority of the day, getting back into the single digits near zero as we head into what's going to be a sunny Sunday, but a cooler one. But it's after that that the big warm-up comes our way. So I'm just showing you the general setup here, and nice colors as it shows as we head into the next week. We're talking Monday now, gradually warming, back above freezing, and now we'll head all the way to the big day itself, Christmas Day. That's when the temperatures peak and highs get over 40 degrees. Don't believe me? Check it out here on the next 7 days. Temperatures gradually climbing back into the 30s. Monday, Tuesday, almost 40 Wednesday, but there it is. Christmas Thursday, Ryan, and temperatures back above that 40 mark.